Hey there guys, and welcome to Tech Engineered. Today we're going to be doing something that's a little bit different from the usual tech videos, and to do that we're going to need an upgrade. That's better. So to start off, I kind of wanted to tell you guys that I'm not by any means an expert when it comes to desk chairs. However, desk chairs are kind of an integral part of technology since we generally sit in them whenever we use our computers. But I just want to leave that out there that this is going to be a very consumer-oriented review and not a review from an expert. I'm just going to be giving my ideas on this DXRacer Formula Series chair that we're going to be reviewing today. And also I want to start off with our second disclaimer of this video, that this is a Formula Series chair, so it is built for people with a slimmer build, and DXRacer does make chairs that fit larger people, and you can find those on their website. But for this review, I'm going to be reviewing the Formula Series, so I cannot attest to the quality and comfort of the larger chairs since I do not have one, but we can assume that they will be pretty similar to this one, only designed for a different build type. So let's get into the review. To start off, let's just list off some of the features that this chair has. This chair has a metal frame, a conventional tilt mechanism like a regular office chair, and this is the bit that's under the chair that has the lever that allows you to adjust the height, and it gives it all the tilting motion and stuff like that. That's what we mean by the conventional tilt mechanism. It doesn't have anything fancy on it, it's just the up and down lever, locks tilt, unlocks tilt, and just like a normal desk chair really, nothing too special about it. It does have a 135-degree recline. The chair is made out of mesh with PU leather accents, mine are in white and the mesh is in black. That's just what I decided to go with because I thought it looked the best out of all of the color options that I had with this model of chair. It also has a 5-star nylon base, so it is a base that holds 5 casters, and it is made out of nylon, so it is a pretty sturdy base, sturdier than just your regular plastic bases will be. The casters are 2-inch casters. It includes height adjustable armrests, and it also has a 2-year warranty on the accessories for the chair and a lifetime warranty on the frame for this chair, which I did mention before was metal, so it's not likely that that's going to break, but if it does, they've got you covered. Next up, let's talk about the accessories that come with this chair. First off, it comes with the Allen key that you use to assemble it and disassemble it, and it is just the only tool that you need because all of the bolts on this chair are identical. And it also comes with instructions on how to assemble and disassemble it, and if you happen to lose one of those bolts, it comes with an extra bolt and washer so that you can replace any bolt or washer on the chair. It also comes with a lumbar pillow for your lower back and a head pillow for your head or neck. You can mount it in 2 different positions depending if you want it on your head or your neck, so you can do that. I like it on my neck, but you can do whatever you want with it. Now let's move on to some of my thoughts about the chair, starting with the assembly process. The assembly process was fairly easy, except it was kind of hard to line up the entire seat portion of the chair with the base portion, just because the seat portion is heavy, it's made out of metal, and it's just kind of bulky and awkward, and it's hard to see where the piston head is to put the chair onto it, and an extra person would really help. I was able to do it by myself, but you might have issues with that like I did, and it took me a couple of minutes to finally get it situated and get it on there. So yeah, if you have a friend, maybe ask them to help you with that step there, but otherwise the assembly was super easy, and all of the bolts that you need are already screwed into the chair, so you just unscrew them, put the part on, screw them back in, and it's pretty easy to do, and there aren't that many parts. Like the armrests come on the chair already, so you don't even have to put the armrests on. It's just your basic mechanism and base assembly. If you're wanting a cushy and comfortable chair, this one's not for you. This chair isn't really like recliner comfortable, but it is comfortable, if that makes sense. It's not comfortable in the sense that you would want to just lay down and relax in the chair and play some games. It's comfortable in the sense that it holds your body in correct posture a lot better than most chairs will, so you won't have discomfort over time. In my old chair, I used to have lower back pains after playing games for a while, and the DXRacer has kind of eliminated that. Even though it's not like quite as comfortable as a recliner, it's definitely more comfortable than my old chair, because my old chair, the foam padding and stuff was giving out. But no, don't think that it's going to be some super cushy luxury chair. It's not. It's like a racing seat. It's meant to hold your body in the correct posture so that you don't encounter discomfort and problems from sitting in it for long periods of time. The build quality of this chair is excellent. The metal frame and nylon base are bulletproof, and I don't really see this chair breaking anytime soon, so I give them a 10 out of 10 on the build quality for this chair. Now, this is kind of one of my main complaints with this chair. I'm a no armrests guy, and I really appreciate the build quality of the chair, but having to remove 8 bolts to get both the armrests off is a bit ridiculous. I think they could have toned down the number of bolts that they're using to hold the armrests on to make it a little bit easier to take them off since they come pre-installed. So yeah, I still have the armrests on just because I haven't gotten up the will to take out the 4 bolts per armrest to remove the armrest, just because that's kind of a pain, and most chairs have 2 bolts that hold on the armrests. And I mean, it's extra build quality, but it just kind of gets in the way whenever you want to take them off. So I might do that in the near future. I don't know. I'm going to have to play around with it and see how I like it, but for now I simply haven't had the time or will to take the armrests off the chair, and because it's a bit ridiculous having to remove 8 bolts to do that. Moving on to some of the cosmetic comments, the chair looks great. The black mesh is very comfortable and breathable, and the leather is kind of easy to clean because it's just kind of a polyurethane plastic fake leather, so it's easy to just wipe down, and that's kind of why I went with the black and white theme, because it looks really great, and the parts that are white are going to be harder to clean if I had them in mesh, but this one has it in the polyurethane leather, so that makes it pretty easy to just wipe them down and keep them looking white. My only cosmetic complaint with the chair is the gap between the caps that go on the sides where the seat of the chair attaches to the back of the chair. The caps have a gap on them, and I don't really see why that's there. Like, it would be pretty easy to just realize that that's there and just make the caps to where they just kind of like wrap around the sides of the chair and not kind of stick out and have a big gap there. So it just kind of affects my OCD. You might not think anything of it, but it just kind of annoys me a little bit, and I don't know, I just think it doesn't look quite as good. It detracts from the overall great build quality of the chair when you have something that just doesn't quite fit. So in conclusion, this chair is a pretty expensive chair. It's normally about like $290, but I was able to get it on sale for about $250, but for most people, for a desk chair, that's quite the penny. So my goal in getting this chair was to see if it's truly worth it to drop some extra money to get a desk chair. I was not given this chair as a review sample, as this channel is way too small. I had to buy it with my own money, and I wanted to see if it's worth the extra money to get a nicer chair, even if it's going to be a lot more expensive than, say, like my $60 Walmart chair. And overall, I think the answer to that question is yes, but only if you spend a lot of time in your chair. I do, because I work on schoolwork, I work on YouTube stuff, I play games, so I spend most of my time sitting in my chair, and having a really cheap chair just wasn't working for me. I tore it up, the foam padding degraded, and I just needed something that was better for me and something that would hold up to the strains that I put my chair through, since it's where I spend most of my time, and I definitely think that this chair was worth it. Overall, I am super happy with this chair, and I don't really think there's much else to say. I mean, it's a chair, and I'm not super big into furniture and stuff. This is a tech channel, but I still want to include a video on this chair because I know a lot of techies are looking to see if they want to get a chair or a racing chair like this one, and this one is pretty great. It looks great, has great build quality, and will serve most of your needs, and it's pretty comfortable, and it keeps you comfortable while you're playing games. It's not the cushiest chair ever, but it is probably the most comfortable chair for long lengths of time. So if you're going to be spending a lot of time in front of your computer, I would definitely recommend a DXRacer or some other kind of chair in a similar styling. Now, I haven't reviewed any others, so I can't really recommend them, but I would recommend DXRacer. As always, there will be a link to the product in the description of this video if you want to go buy it. I'll have this chair there, and it'll be a different color because you can go there, it's an Amazon link, and choose whatever color you want of this specific model, or you can look at the other models of DXRacers they have on Amazon if you want to get one that fits your build, if you have a different build than me and you're not a super skinny wimpy kid. If you did like this video, go ahead and leave a like on it. If you like the content on this channel, go ahead and subscribe, and if you have advice for future content that I can make, leave that in the comment section below, and definitely check out the videos on the end screen, and I will see you guys in the next video.
No, no, no.